Great effort. That's just a game that should have been ours. I thought we pitched pretty well. Chris did a nice job. He was actually a pitch away 2 different times from putting zeros up where they ended up putting marks on the board. And that second and third, having so many guys on the bases and not being able to get anybody in. We've talked since we started talking this season about how we need to be able to figure out how to make a mark there somehow, some way at a high percentage of the time. And so those hurt, but you still have to look at the fact that Chris Bubic did a great job of keeping us in that game. And after that, the bullpen was fantastic again, and guys kind of kept coming. And then just waiting for that big hit, and Ryan McBroom gave that to us, get us right back into it after we had some good at-bats too. So it just seems like whenever you have those bases loaded, less than 2, second and third, nobody out, those ones are hard to swallow because we worked hard to get into those positions to make something happen and to get a big inning. And then we get one in the 7th where a really good at bat by O'Hearn with the bases loaded, smashes a ball, just happened to be right where they were at. So, I'll probably later, Flanny, tell you that this was there was a whole lot more positives, but I just got a lot of it stuck in my head right now. Things that I know that our guys are going to come through on that we just couldn't get done tonight.
Getting back to Bubic, though, like you mentioned, he was maybe 1 or 2 pitches away from really a really good outing. But for him to come back and get the last 7 guys, just bear down, 4 strikeouts, I think that really saved the pen too, huh?
Yeah, 4th and 5th were his best. And so he was pushing his pitch count in the 4th and looked good, let him go back out. And he was headed right through the meat of their order. And I thought that was his best changeup of the night. And I think there's something for him to learn there. And it seems like this is a trend to where the deeper he goes in the game, the better that changeup becomes, and how to maybe, when he gets a little worn down, that pitch is becoming more loose and free. I'm not sure, but I thought he was pretty good all day, but once again, just got into a couple tough counts that he left balls up, and they were changeups that got up early in the game that ended up hurting him.
Yeah, ball to Phillips at the end. That a catchable ball?
I would imagine if you ask Brett, he's going to tell you that's a ball that he'll catch 9 times out of 10. And I think he was thinking about where he was going with the ball next. I think he was thinking about the next play and coming up, firing, maybe trying to eliminate an extra base on the tag from first. I'm not exactly sure, but the ball was hit pretty good though.
On top of the 10th, were you thinking almost automatically with that one pitch to Brett that, okay, bases loaded, Nicky Lopez is up, let's see what happens? All right.
Next question.
I'm actually afraid to watch that one on replay, but it did look like we were going to be bases loaded right there, and I love how Nicky's taking his at bats right now. That would have been a fun spot for us to be in.
Thanks, Kip.
All right.
Everybody else covered?
And Mike, I was curious, going with Trevor in the 9th and Josh in the 10th, was that? I just wonder. Can you explain the decision behind that? I'm curious.
We're going with the guy that we think is going to give us our best chance as soon as we can. You a lot of different philosophies, and especially as you're looking at potentially going through the bottom of their order, you just have to keep in mind, which almost happened while Trevor was standing out there, you had Castellanos on deck. So you have anything go a little bit sideways, you think you start trying to maybe play the bottom of the order. We had Trevor going because we thought if we could get a chance to really take the lead here, he's our guy. When I get him hot, I'd rather get him into the game. And that's the same way with a few of these guys. Instead of getting them hot a couple times and not afraid to take our best shot, and then from there work backwards and feel really good about Josh DeMont being that next step to giving us a chance for him to come in and keep doing what he's been doing.